I've been a realtor since 2009, and I like to think at this point I don't really get house envy anymore. But since I look at a lot of gorgeous houses all the time, I definitely have a heightened sense of aesthetics. And here at Sunbridge, these model homes were ticking all the boxes of things that I like. I really like what's going on at Sunbridge, which is in St. Cloud and Orlando. I had zero knowledge of this community when I showed up there last week to visit, and that's because I actually thought it was a 55 and over community because there is Sunbridge Del Webb, which is a 55 and over community, and that's part of it, but that's not all of it, and I missed that for a long time. It's actually kind of okay that I wasn't there from the beginning because a lot of the builders, there are 5 builders in Sunbridge, they kind of stopped selling for a while because they got so busy over the summer. But they're back open, all the model homes are open. I made videos of most of them, and I want to tell you what's going on there. So I'm going to start from like zero knowledge of this place and tell you everything that I learned. So when I visited Sunbridge last week, I was mostly going to check out some townhomes built by Craft. I just showed up to the model home, and it was a model home, not a townhome. And then as I kind of started looking around, I realized there was a lot going on. So I ended up visiting 4 builders, and this is kind of the brochures that I got from visiting those 4 places. Now when I went there, I went straight to the model homes. Don't do what I did. As you drive in, like across the street from Del Webb, the 55 and over community, there's a place called Base Camp. And you'll see it because there are yurts there. And that's where you want to stop. Base Camp is manned by Tavistock, which is the developer of this community. And by the way, it's not even just a community, it's a whole city. And I say that you should stop at Base Camp first because if you don't and you go to the model homes, all the model homes are going to tell you to go to Base Camp to find out what Tavistock is further planning. Sunbridge is a 47,000 acre development. Sunbridge is located really close to Lake Nona Medical City, so really like 10 or 15 minutes at the most, probably depending on traffic. It is very close by. So if you're interested in that Lake Nona area, and maybe you've already been priced out, this is a really great place to look, especially since we're still in early days. And I will mention right off the bat, there are some really great incentives right now for you to buy in Sunbridge. I'm going to show you the model homes too, and below this video, if you don't want to hear what I'm saying right now and you'd rather just look at the model homes, I'll put a timestamp so you can jump ahead. There are a couple of things that are really interesting about Sunbridge. One of them is that they're really focused on conservation. So you'll see that they're planting native grasses and native Florida landscaping. So the idea is you don't have to waste a ton of water on watering lawns that inevitably just dry out and die anyway if you miss like a week of watering. And you can see that as you're walking through, especially the model homes, the backyards are definitely not manicured lawns. They are native plants. The second thing they're doing, and I didn't ask this question, but I think every builder is doing this, at least the ones I spoke to, they're installing 10 Tesla solar panels on the homes. So each home comes with 10 Tesla solar panels. And I'm sure you can upgrade that and purchase more if you want, but that's kind of the starter. The area that's being sold right now, so if you were to visit Sunbridge right now, you would go to Westland Park. And that has 5 builders. Right now only 4 are open, which is why I only visited 4. And there's a mixture of townhomes and single-family homes. And the single-family homes vary from the kind that have the garage where you pull in the back, so you don't see a driveway and a garage in the front of the home, to traditional front-loading garages. And then there are 2 builders building townhomes also. And the 5 builders that are building in Westland Park are upper high-end builders. It's not a fully customized project, so you're not going to be sitting down and designing the layout of the home. There may be some structural changes you can make, and by that I mean like do you want a closet underneath the staircase, or do you not want a closet there? Do you want a sink in the laundry room? Do you want a flex space upstairs, or do you want that loft area to be turned into a bedroom? Those kind of things. So smaller changes. And you can probably go to a design center if you want to get a site that's early enough. You can choose your finishes and your colors. But it's not going to be a fully customized product, but it is a higher end build. The HOA fee on single family homes is $125 a month, and that includes 4 kilowatts of solar and high-speed internet, which you will need because you're going to be probably using Wi-Fi for calling because there's not a lot of cellular data available there. And the other thing that I love about this community is the style of homes that they're building. So it's called like modern farm style. So these are some of the brochures. Love these. This is Ashton Woods, and this is David Weekley, and this is their actual model, which I will show you in a bit. And right now they're starting to build the Marina Village, which is across the street from Westland Park. And Marina Village is going to be sort of the town center with a lake in the middle of it. And eventually the lake is going to hook up to other lakes. So it'll be like a chain of lakes. Right now that is intended to be non-motorized boats. They're not sure if they're going to keep it that way or if maybe some of the lakes will be motorized for skiing, but right now it's not. So around the marina will be a town center with retail spaces and grocery stores and things like that. There are schools in the works in the community, and in keeping with trying to make this its own city and its own encapsulated area, they're going to have a Sunbridge exit also on the 528. So it'll be even more convenient to get there. Of course, right now it is a little bit underdeveloped, and this is a decades-long project. This isn't something that's going to be finished in the next 2 or 3 years. This is a long-term, larger scale development. And in keeping with the emphasis on nature, there are lots of walking trails planned, and there's already an organic garden going in Westland Park that's available for residents to use. And now if you'd like to take a look at the model homes, jump to part 2 and let's go check them out.